WPKY News Edge News Time is 7:38. WPKY News Edge News Time is 7:43. Well, rain is likely today. I mean, off and on. Not too bad. It's not like we're going to have a huge gully washer, but we do hear that chance lingering all day long. So take that umbrella with you. Otherwise, cloudy this afternoon, high 63 tonight. Rain, snow, sleet is likely throughout the overnight, turning to all snow by about 5 o'clock in the morning as you're getting up to head out to work. Low 30. Now, little or no snow and sleet accumulation is expected, so that's a good thing. Tomorrow, 30% chance of snow before noon, high 34. Now on Wednesday, sunshine, high 44. It is 60 at 1580, 103.3 WPKY.
Test. 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 Test.
Well, if you've got a community function that's going on at your church, or maybe your organization is doing something special, especially around the holidays, make sure that you email that to us at wpkyonline@gmail.com.
Yeah, get in the holiday spirit by visiting Princeton's Adsmore House and Gardens Museum. Nothing like all the treasured period trimmings to get you in the holiday spirit. Come out and see Adsmore set up for baby Catherine's very first Christmas in 1901. Special seasonal decor will be on display through December 28th, every Tuesday through Saturday, 11 a.m. to 4 p.m.
Well, Christ Tabernacle Food Pantry in Princeton is asking that you and your family join them for their Holiday Food Pantry Challenge. Now, joining in is simple. You can do it at any time. You can jump right in the middle of it. You can pick up your item at your item list, that is, at our WPKY studios and at Christ Tabernacle Church on Highway 62 West, or on their church page and website. There's a different item each day. You can complete your family's donation through the month of December and then finish off the challenge on January 3rd and 6th from 3 to 6 p.m. by dropping it off at the church.
Well, grab dinner for the family to support the kids at Caldwell County Elementary School at the same time. Taco John's in Princeton is holding a special night to raise money for our neighborhood kids by giving 50% off food sales between 5 and 8. That's coming up on today, actually. Proceeds will benefit the Caldwell County Elementary School. Join them at Taco John's. That's at 530 US 62 West in Princeton today.
Well, you can join Blue Springs Baptist Church on Blackhawk Road in Princeton for a tribute in concert on Friday, December 13th. Now, that's at 6:30 p.m. Admissions free. Love offering is going to be received. For more information, give them a call, 270-350-5214.
And hey, do you have kids between the ages of 8 and 13 who can shoot hoops? If so, sign them up for the Elks Hoop Shoot. That's the big hoop shoot down at the Butler Gymnasium. Free throw contest Saturday, December 14th. That's at the Butler Gym. For registration, information, and questions, you can contact the Elks Lodge, 270-836-0449.
Fredonia First Baptist Church on Cassidy Avenue in Fredonia invites the public to a free meal for all. Now, that's going to be on Monday, December 22nd from 6 to 7:30 p.m. at the FBC Life Center in Fredonia. Everybody's welcome, and the meal is, of course, all free. For more information, you can give them a call, 270-545-3401. $1580 103.3 WPKY. And if you get hungry today, I'm going to tell you a place that you can go for breakfast or for lunch. I actually went at 9 o'clock in the morning the other day. We'd gotten off the air. I went at 9 o'clock in the morning. What? I bet that's what I'm getting ready to talk about.
That's exactly what you're getting ready to talk about.
Oh, I got off the air the other day, and I went over there, and I went in, and I said, Miss Kay, I want the greasiest cheeseburger you can give me and French fries. And she said, okay. And that's what I got. I love it. Yep. You can go over there. I like it because when you bite into it, guess what happens? It's the juice that kind of rolls down the chin. I know. I say that a lot, but I love it.
I took my mom there the other morning.
Did you?
Yeah.
Oh, big thick bacon. Did you get any of that for like breakfast?
Of course, man. I got the big Western omelet and then an extra side of bacon.
I like the fried pork chops.
Great coffee too.
Oh yeah. And Miss Kay is out there talking to everybody and taking orders and cooking and doing everything. And then I got up there and I started to leave, and guess they've got this little case that sits on top of the counter there when you're checking out, and there's always, I don't know, a good 8 or 10 pieces of really great looking pie.
Yeah, but you got to get it while supplies last.
Well, supplies were lasting because I got there early. I was there at 9 o'clock in the morning, and man,
what time are you there?
9 o'clock.
All right.
It might have been like 10 after because we didn't get off till 9, but I ran straight over there and I was like, I'm so hungry. And she did. She got me hooked up and I ran right out because I was right back over here. So it was a lot of fun and we sure do appreciate Miss Kay for it. And now, if you're hungry, make sure you go over there and tell them that we sent you.
Some good-looking biscuits back there in the bag. Thank you so much.
She'll make anything that ain't good looking. I'm going to tell you that right now. Hey, it is 8:12 with Tess and Ty and 1580 103.3 WPKY. Go on over there and tell her we sent you, would you? I'll tell you what. Not only do you get some really good deals going that way, I'll tell you another way you can find a really, really good deal here, Ty. It's with the Moonlight Madness sale. It's one of those you almost need to put your sunglasses on and say, I wear my sunglasses at night. How about that?
Yeah, that's exactly right because, the deals are so bright, they'll just kind of blow you back.
Absolutely. Hey, Moonlight Madness in Princeton's going to be on Thursday. Posh Embroidery, designs and promotions, downtown Princeton. 2 for $30 Christmas shirts, 20% off a $100 purchase, 2 for $10 ornaments, and free T-shirts for everybody who spends $100 or more.
That's awesome. Cozy Living Interior Boutique next to the bowling alley on Northfield Drive. They'll be open from 9 to 8, and they're giving away a holiday gift basket, one day only 25% off.
Well, Bows and Cleats in the Edible Mall, 15% off store-wide, plus get a free punch on your Bows and Cleats punch card. Don't have one. Be sure to ask for one when you go.
There you go. The Joshua Tree, 110 East Court Square on the Courthouse Square, 30% off store-wide. Excludes jewelry, open till 7.
The Armory Gun Shop, let the wife shop till she drops at the Moonlight Madness sale while you head over to the Armory Gun Shop and spend some time with the guys.
That's right. Oh, my laddies, while you're out shopping and all the great deals for the Moonlight Madness sale, stop by the Black Patch Grill for some great food and drink, lassies too, and take a quick rest and get refueled for another round of shopping.
Well, next to Capitol Cinemas, it's the Cat's Tail. 25% off of purchases, except for trade-in credit. Now, this is why they ran their open house. I'm telling you, it's exciting right now. Go on over and see them right next door to Capitol Cinema. It's the Cat's Tail right here in Princeton.
And the Tin Roof, open 10 to 7, December the 12th. Christmas is 50% off. Cotton color ornaments, 25% off. Clothing, 15% off. And you got Corksicle, 20% off. Spartina, 40% off. Select CC, buy one, get one, 50% off. And register to win that $200 gift cards to be given away.
West Market, open 10 to 8, December 12th. 20% off Christmas decor, refreshments, and giveaways. And finally,
Treasures Remembered Floors, 30% off store-wide, excludes custom orders, 50% off all Christmas decor. Yes, before Christmas, additional sales throughout the store as well. Check it out. It's Moonlight Madness going on this Thursday, December 12th.
Hey, go on out there. Tell them we sent you. It's from 1580 103.3 WPKY. Hey, Cathy is next. Hang on. Fifteen 103.3 WPKY. Tess and Ty and Coffee Talk on the air. And one of my favorite people, Miss Cathy Lewis, is with us.
Hello.
I'm telling you, I told her last night, I texted her, I said, that clock face about killed me.
About killed us too.
And then when they, well, you can make another one. She said, no, I can't. I was like, you're going to get up and go make one. What do you want to bet? Hey, we were talking about holiday wars last night on Food Network, and we are so proud of Cathy because she's won. This is what, the second week of it now?
This is the
Or
second
it
week.
Third week. Second week, right?
Week. Yep.
And she's on the Ginger Snappers and representing us really, really well. I thought you did good.
We did great.
I thought you did better on the first challenge too than I know.
I thought we did great on the first challenge too, but last night our snowball kind of got away from us. We at the time is such a challenge, and getting sugar to cool, that was our biggest holdup, is those sugar bells, getting them to cool enough to get them on.
Those were so cool though.
They were, but it's when you're that last minute attaching something, it's really hard to clean up anything else.
I don't know, buddy. I agreed with one of the judges that said the dog looks like he didn't have a body on that one that won. I really did not think that.
Well, the suitcase,
bodiless dog.
Yeah, the suitcase one was the one I thought was going to get it from the get-go on that one. Their suitcase was pretty fantastic.
I did like that. I'm not going to lie. The suitcase part was okay.
Yeah, theirs was nice and clean. I mean, that's the biggest thing. It's so hard to get a clean piece when you're going that fast.
Yeah, I'd still like the drone.
Yeah.
I did.
Yeah.
Who come up with that?
It was kind of I think that may have been Elizabeth's idea. It was kind of a team effort. Obviously we had to have, to stick with theme, we had to have something to give to Santa for the holidays, and that was, I'm not even really sure. That just ended up being kind of a team collaboration. But.
Okay, I got it. And you can tell me you can't tell me, okay? You can tell me. That's okay. But I would really, I happen to think about it. Do you not know what the challenge theme is until that night? Like, when he spits it out, is that the first time you've ever heard it?
I can't tell you that.
Doggone it.
That's one of those little secret things I can't tell you. I mean, if you pay attention and you watch, clearly we've had structures and stuff built going in. So obviously you have a little bit of foresight as to what's going on. Yeah,
I didn't think about
You've
that.
got 5 hours and all those structures. It's not being done in 5 hours. So
well, see, now that you mention it, I guess I'm gullible. I don't know. I didn't think about that part, but it did kind of hit me last night. I was like, man, how are they coming up? I mean, I know that a lot of people are creative, but that's like creative on a dinner bell. I mean, it's like immediate. So I mean, the second challenge, of course, they won. They won.
Spoiler alert.
I was so excited.
We won.
Oh, yeah. Sorry. It was on last night, though, so doggone it. But no, you guys did fantastic on that.
We did, and it's we love that piece. It was a fantastic piece.
That fireplace, I want in my house. I like the little handheld, handholds. Yeah, so you can climb it.
I said it, they didn't really, I mean, they have to cut so much. It's crazy when you're watching it how much they cut. Because I said, but I made the whole floor, I made the whole backdrop, I made all the presents, and I'm shown making the fireplace, and that's basically it. But it's the fireplace was definitely a focal feature. We really loved the fireplace.
The wall there too, where you did, it was almost like a wooden paneling. It was
a white wooden paneling, and then the floor was also, if you zoom in on the pictures I posted, it's like a hardwood floor style flooring. It's all made out of modeling chocolate.
Textured almost.
It was made out of modeling chocolate, but we actually put hardwood floor details through it and everything, so that it would look real.
I don't see how you do that.
Yeah.
Man, that would have took me from like days, and I would have got one plank done, and it wouldn't have looked like like the one you guys did. Yeah. So that you even did like the airbrushing and the shading and all of that stuff. Not only do you go in and texturize it, then you have to go in and I guess paint it.
Yeah, well, and that's what like the back wall that was like a white washed wood. It was modeling chocolate, but after I textured it and put it all on, then we took color and kind of brushed color into it to make it look more detailed, so you could see the wood grain. The dark wood grain, obviously, you don't have to do that as much. It's kind of a little bit more obvious. But on that white, if you just put it up and don't do any kind of accent colors at all, you can't tell. So, yeah, went through and brushed in color to kind of give it that accent look. And
well, last night's theme was, I guess it was, how do you choose the elf? He's getting ready to choose an elf, and how does he go about doing it? What kind of competition or whatever? So, I mean, you had some elves doing some pretty cool things. I mean, she had them like weightlifting with these bells, and that had it made out of sugar, right?
Right. Yeah.
How long does that take to do the weights on those?
Teresa's pretty good at blowing those sugar bubbles, because basically it's like blowing a large bubble, like they do even with glass. You'll see them sometimes on glass competitions.
It
blow
looks
the bubbles.
like blown glass.
It's basically done a lot the same way. I tried it. I can kind of sort of do it. I can't do it as like she does it, because there's all kinds of tricks on getting everything even. But
she even had the handles,
even the little handles. I know, were they fantastic?
It was so delicate. But I'll tell you, the part that killed me was when the clock face dropped. I about died.
And you see all this stuff going on, and you know that you don't have a lot of time, and those pieces take a long time to cool. We saw that in the first episode, right? If they're not cooled all the way, they're going
So
to
does
start
it
bowing. And
is that sugar that they're melting to get it to stick
it's
up there?
Isomalt, and then to get it to stick up, you take like basically a screw and push it through your backboard and then coat it in sugar. And then when you get both pieces of sugar semi-hot, so they're nice and gummy, and stick them together, once they cool, they adhere to each other.
And it's like hard, right?
It's hard. It is.
Wow.
Just can't let go too early.
I tell you, she had me on pins and needles when she goes, I can't do that. I was like, oh, you're gonna. If I have to come through this television, yes, you are, lady. But it was one of those things that, like the fireplace, if it hadn't have been right, I think that's what really kind of set you guys apart was your detailing. And your detailing on the elves on that thing.
Yeah.
She had
elves are
the
incredible.
muscles and even down to the facial expressions, the grimace when they're trying to pull up the weights and stuff.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Man, she's good at that, isn't she?
She is. I think that the one advantage I think that our team has as a whole is that we all are very clean and detail oriented. So our pieces are just clean and crisp and very detailed, and I think that that's one of our big advantages.
Well, that sugar work is good. I think all of you just seem to have your strengths where you really just kind of play good off of each other.
Yeah, it's
the healthy aspect of it. Now that's what killed me because there was how many ingredients did you have in your
there's
your
multiple.
bar?
Yeah. Teresa's bars, and they're incredible. I don't know because my schedule's kind of gone completely insane if I'll have time to get them into store this week or not. I have the recipe for them. I actually made them a few weeks ago. Also, when I made them, even my kids ate them. I mean, they thought they were the best thing ever. It's like the best granola you've ever put in your
Who
mouth.
comes up with that?
I don't. Yeah,
I mean, because it had cherries in it. And
she is an executive chef. She actually works as a chef, not as a sugar artist anymore. So.
I would have never thought about putting dried cherries in something like that.
And she did. And it was like the best little piece that she puts in because you have your sweet textures and all this, the sweet and the grain, and that cherry just kind of gives it a pop. It was fantastic.
I'm telling you, I've been partial to your bourbon cookies this week. So I don't know that I could transition from those cookies to a bar that's good for me, though.
Well, the bourbon cookies. I think we sent out roughly 1,000 into Princeton last week. So
and we were all so happy for it.
And we've got we cranked out a ton. I mean, it was literally in the high 100. In the high hundreds as far as how many we cranked out last week to get to honest, customers.
Though,
but
that's kind of it's kind of neat when you think about it because most of us, if we watch Food Network and we watch all the cake shows and even on TLC, different, they cake decorating and stuff like that's been around for a while. So the different ones that you watch, you never get to eat any of that stuff. They make those things and they look so good, but you never get to taste it.
Right.
But this really made it real for everybody in our area because not only did we got to eat it.
Right. And we'll have them again this week. My hope is to have quite a few more in store. I know there was a lot of people that missed the boat on getting them last week because we were selling out so fast. But we will hopefully have those in store again this week and hopefully in decent quantities so we can keep them in as much as possible.
I'm telling you, it really made it alive for everybody, I think. It did for me anyway because it really... Like I said, normally you can't touch it or eat it or see it or don't know anybody on there, and we know all of it. So I think that's awesome.
It's all kinds of fun. It's fun for everybody.
There is secrets she won't share with us yet, but we'll get them later.
Yeah, there's certain things I just can't say. There's a large contract involved, so.
No, I don't blame you because we want you to go back too.
Yeah,
at some point. Not that we don't love you, but we want to kick you out long enough to go do the shows and then come back and watch them with us because we have fun with it. What is the one thing that you learned over the season from somebody else on your team? Who was the one person that you learned something from this season?
I was going to say I spent a lot of time trying to learn from Teresa because I have never played in sugar before. So that was kind of it was fantastic to watch her work and to try to learn the different techniques with sugar and play with that a little bit. So I kind of maybe can start playing with sugar a little bit at home too. Yeah.
I will say Miss Fondant over here was the only one that they didn't fuss about how wobbly your fondant was yesterday on your cake.
Right.
They didn't fuss about hers. They fussed about everybody else's but yours. And I was like, oh, hello.
Well, like I said, our team kind of specializes in neat and clean, and you'll see that kind of carry throughout. Like our pieces are neat and clean. They just don't have that. And they did get onto us, right, about the drone last night because it wasn't our typical neat, clean piece. We got rushed, and it's real obvious, and it happens when you have 45 minutes. But that's our whole team. Kind of
wish you could have
specialize in
been in
keeping
my
things
living
all
room.
nice and clean.
Because when they got onto you about the drone, I was like, yeah, but Cathy didn't do that. That's okay. She didn't do that. But, when you do those and then you come and you talk to us, I keep looking for the bandage. And I haven't seen the bandage yet. I keep looking for
bandage
it.
comes into play.
Well, we'll just
It
say
may be
soon.
next week.
I
It
will
may be
just say
next week.
soon. Because I keep looking for it. I'm like, I know that it's
I
there.
don't know
It's
that
going to
you'll
be
see
there
it
at some
though,
point.
because see, when I bandaged, it didn't last long in the episode. I had to keep changing gloves, and the bandage kept ripping off. So eventually, I just gave up on it. So I don't know, with as much editing as there is, and as much as they cut out, if you'll ever actually see me in a glove.
I do not know how you've done. I'd have been like passed out, foam to the mouth, laying in the floor. That's what I would have been doing at some point. So I don't see how you did it, but we are awfully proud of you again this week. You did
Thank
a
you.
fantastic job.
Thank you very much.
I'm looking forward to it. And of course, she said that she might have some of those fitness bars.
Yeah, well, I'm hoping that maybe I'll have a chance to get those. Like I said, I posted this weekend on my Cathy's Confection page. We are booked solid all the way through the end of the year now. This, of course, it's been a blessing. Obviously, the Food Network thing. Because of it, I've booked quite a few large Christmas orders heading out of town. I'm shipping out a second one tomorrow, and
I
then
bet.
I've got a couple that are heading. I've got a whole bunch of stuff heading to Paducah, and the amount of Christmas orders has gotten to the point where I'm overwhelmed. I can't take any more, and I hate that because
That's
I
such
want
a great problem to
It
have,
is.
though.
I wish I had my bigger store already. I wish that we had the room. At some point, I have to just say enough's enough, and I hit that cap this weekend. I can't take any more for this season. But a lot of that is also because I do still have to have some stuff in store. So I have hopefully left myself enough time in store to have some of those treats in store this week.
Are you tired of
I'm
making
putting-
bourbon cookies
Well, I'm
yet?
putting priority on the bourbon cookies. They will be in store this week. If we get to the fitness bars, we get to the fitness bars. If not, we'll bring those out next year when everybody's back on their health kick anyway.
See, I like that. We'll save that for like the first of the year. We want the
When
bourbon
everybody's,
cookies.
when everybody's back on their diets, then we'll go back to the health bars.
Yeah, after
but-
we ate all the bourbon cookies, then we'll talk about that first of the year. Hey, I'll tell you, we not only are proud of you, but you give back to the community as well, and that's something that you and Cray have got coming up at Taco John's here in fairly short order, right?
Yes,
That's like
it is.
today.
Yeah, it is. Like, what is today? I don't know.
Today is the
yes,
9th.
today is the 9th. So we are doing dinners tonight. Anybody who eats dinner at Taco John's tonight, half those proceeds go back to our school system. So it's a good thing. We like to give back to the kids in the community as much as possible. I think our community starts and stops with those kids. They're the future of our town. So we try as best we can to give back to those organizations. Give a little special shout out to our Special Olympics fans too, because they did so good this weekend, and we do try to stay on top of our sponsorships for Special Olympics also here.
We appreciate that very much. Of course, my son's in special. My baby brought home gold, Cathy Lewis.
Hey, he did great.
And don't get me wrong, I was kind of hoping for silver with his dad because he and I got gold last year, and I didn't want him to do as good as he. You never want dad to do quite as good as you do as a mom.
Right.
So, but they did. They brought home gold, and he
Yeah,
was
they all did so good this
happy.
weekend. I follow them on
Oh.
Facebook through Vicky as much as I can when they're gone, and I was
It's-
watching their progress this weekend. They all did so good.
It's the look on their faces. It's that smile that you just can't peel out of your memory. I mean, there's a couple of pictures of Katie Beth, from, I don't know, 4 or 5 years ago that keep popping up in my memory all the time because she just has that look on her face.
Right.
She's so happy. Dylan had one this weekend that was just amazing, and I said, God, these kids are killing me. But they had a great time, and thank you for helping sponsor them because they really did have
I'm
a
glad
good
they
time.
did. It's good. They seem like they did a fantastic job, and like you said, the smiles in their faces and all the photos. I'm glad they had a great time this weekend.
Well, I know several of them that were watching your show last night because they're pretty big fans as well. So hey, if you don't know what the show we're talking about, Holiday Wars, every Sunday night at 8 o'clock is when the new one comes on. right there on Food Network. So you can check your local listing as far as, what service provider you have as far as what channel. But it is Food Network, 8 o'clock on Sundays. And we're going to see her. Hopefully, we're going to be rooting her on this weekend. And, of course, the Ginger Snappers are still in this thing.
Ginger Snappers are still in it, and there's only 2 more episodes to go. So if we make it through the next one, then we're into the finale.
I'm so excited.
Yeah,
and
we've
look
got to make
for
it through
her.
this week.
You're going to have a blue shirt on again next week, right?
We will. We're in the denim shirts and the red aprons. So.
All right. Well, you can't miss them. She's gorgeous. Got gorgeous blonde hair and
Thank you.
and a blue denim shirt. And she's the one that's the smartest one on the show. That would be Cathy.
Just look for the smart one.
She makes alcoholic cookies. We all like them a lot. No, it's absolutely good. Can you give us a sneak peek at all?
Next week? We're on it.
Oh, I tried.
I'm sure. Well, I'm
I
sure
tried.
if you go to foodnetwork.com, it'll tell you what the episodes are based on. So you can get some of that. Foodnetwork.com's got the synopsis of each episode. So it's coming up. It'll be fun. It'll be a nail biter. I'll put it like that.
Oh,
it'll
no.
be a nail biter. So.
No. I yell at the TV now, and it wasn't a nail biter. It was clear who was going to get it last night. I was yelling at the TV.
Well, you got to, every time they eliminate a team, it just gets harder and harder. So, the closer you get to the end, the harder it gets.
Which team was like, they were the ones to beat when you first went in that you were like, uh-oh? Now that we've seen them for a couple of weeks, which one of those teams?
I was going to say the pink. Are they in pink? I'm trying to remember what
the
color they're
peppermint
in.
people?
Well, it's for me, it was because, when I walked in, half the people I recognized from being on Food Network before.
Right.
So
right.
There's the team that's got I want to say he's from France.
Oh,
The sugar artist that's got
Yeah.
the really thick accent.
The one that makes the sugar bows.
Well, his sugar work is so phenomenal.
Right.
That team, the one of the girls on that team has been on Food Network a lot, and it's kind of one of those things when you saw her, it was like, oh no,
There's the
and then the
ringer.
mohawk. Everybody knows that mohawk on Jason coming in.
Right.
And you see his mohawk, and you're like, oh Lord, here we go. So there's a couple of teams that are they've got people that have been on for so long. The team that went home last night, their sugar artist is the other Teresa sugar artist. She's a phenomenal sugar artist too. So there were so many good people there. It was like the return of the Food Network stars. It was incredible when you walked in just to see all those people.
I'm telling you, I do good to decorate a cupcake in 5 hours, let alone a huge thing like you all do. I can't imagine.
It is stressful. It is. You just get to where, and every time you look up, you're like, where did the last 4 hours go? It goes by quick when you're in there. And it's, I did the same thing. When I'm decorating cakes and things, I kind of sort of have an idea of how much time it's going to take me. But on my big carved cakes, I always leave, even for just one carved cake, I would leave more than 5 hours. So for, 16, 17 pieces on a carved cake, it's pretty incredible.
I don't see how you do it, but you do it well, lady. We sure are proud of you, and congratulations again on making it through this week. And we'll see you next week on there.
You will.
We'll get our popcorn and our pom-poms ready, and we'll get ready to root you on.
8 o'clock next Sunday night. We'll be back.
I love it. Hey, it's 8:34. Don't forget to go out to Taco John's and get that. That's a 50% to the kids tonight.
50% to the kids
and
tonight.
That's what times now?
Don't quote me on this. Is it 5 to 7? I think.
Something like that.
I have to go back and look. I haven't looked at it in a minute.
Well, I read it a while ago, and I got so far into the cakes now I don't remember what time. But if you go out there for dinner out there, it's a Monday. Nobody wants to cook on a Monday, right?
And it's during normal dinner hours,
right?
So it's not like some crazy hour where you've got to go some
off
hour tonight to
it's
get
nothing nuts. It's pretty easy. I think she's like me. She likes easy.
Well, I said I think it's the stress of everything is hitting me. My brain has kind of gone to mush. I've got so much to do, and I'm trying to remember everything, and
it's going to be surreal.
It's going to be crazy. Yeah,
kind of surreal.
We've got to get through Christmas and things will settle for a minute. Not really, because then we got the building to finish working on. But
yeah, we haven't even got into that today. It's 8:35 with Cathy Lewis and Cathy's Confections, and congratulations and thank you, hon, for coming on in. We can't wait to see you next week. It's Coffee Talk in 1580 103.3 WPKY. Hang on.
hypersomnia, or other symptoms of depression, seek help from one of our licensed professionals with Health First Community Health Center. Visit their website, healthfirstchc.net, or contact their office at 270-365-9455 for more information. Health First Community Health Center is located at 1100 South Jefferson Street in Princeton. At Health First, your health is our first concern.
This is Mallory Hancock Lawrence, and we love our Caldwell and Lyon County friends. We invite you to come to Cadiz anytime you can to shop with us. We're making it even easier for you. Whether you work in Cadiz or just come to town for a visit, stop in and shop with us. But if you're in a hurry, you can pre-order your groceries at HancocksNeighborhoodMarket.com. It's so easy and convenient. Of course, we want to see your smiling face anytime we can, but if you're in a hurry, HancocksNeighborhoodMarket.com is the way to go. Hancock's Neighborhood Market, Cadiz.
Friends and festivities, families and small children with eyes full of wonder and anticipation. Modern Woodman wishes you and yours the best during this joyous season. As a fraternal financial services provider, we share the joy of seeing families celebrate the holidays, and we look forward to helping you reach your financial goals in the new year.
I'm Josh Cook, a lifetime resident of Caldwell County. Call me at 270-350-6590.
Modern Woodman of America, touching lives, securing futures.
Shop local, buy local, save big deals.
It's our 12 Deals of Christmas going on right now at your local Big Deal store. Hi, Jenny here, and I've been busy picking out the very best deals for you this holiday season. Each day is a different offer, and we have limited quantities, so run to your computer or smartphone and grab it quick.
Save big with Hume's Jewelers in Hopkinsville. You can use these certificates toward anything in the store for your holiday shopping.
Click on Loyal Listener Big Deals at WPKYonline.com.
1580 103.3 WPKY. It is 8:39 on Coffee Talk with Tess and Ty, and we got to find the Ty before we can talk to the Ty. Where are you at?
Oh, boy. I tell you, I think I found what I want under the tree. I am out cruising in this beautiful 2020 Jeep Wrangler Sport Test. I'm telling you, this thing has a 3.6-liter V6, plenty of power. Of course, four-wheel drive, so this winter, when you need it, it's there. If you're hauling a boat, if you're hauling a trailer, guess what? You got that as well. I'm telling you, a 5-inch screen in here. I've got it locked on 103.3 FM, of course. You've got your media center, climate control, all your apps, of course, navigate your compass to get you where you need to go. But I'm telling you, this is a sweet ride. This isn't the old Jeeps of old, you know, with the big old dial and stuff. This thing is a nice ride, just nice and smooth down the road. And I tell you what, Tess, it gets pretty good mileage, too. It averages about 20 miles per gallon. So I tell you, black interior, white. You can take the tops down when it gets warm and just cruise along, have a great time. And I hope and I'd see it under somebody's tree. It's beautiful.
I'll tell you, it is absolutely gorgeous. And the longer we go into it, the more we're hearing the words snow and sleet and all that good stuff. Now, that's a kind of vehicle that'll get you where you need to go during all of that.
No doubt about it. I'm trying to figure out how I could get it under a tree. You know, I said you want it under a tree. It might just have to be a tree outside. But you ought to see this white, though. So be careful where you park it under the tree. But a red bow on it. When I was walking through the home team Trice Hughes this morning, they had red bows and all these beautiful vehicles in their showroom. And a red bow would look great on this 2020 Jeep Wrangler. I'm telling you, it would be a perfect first ride for that new driver. I think it's very safe. I'm strapped in here, and you say, yeah, it's a Jeep, and you can take the top off it too. They are safe. They are fun, especially. And boys, it's a nice ride. We're talking about media outlets. You got your auxiliary, your power, and the screen, of course, XM radio. You're ready to go for a great cruise, and I just wish I could just kind of take the rest of the day off and just cruise around in this thing, Tess.
I'll tell you what, if you want something that's dependable, that looks good, that's comfortable, and the whole 9 yards put together, that is absolutely right there what you're setting in. I guarantee it. It's a good ride. And Trice Hughes, if you're looking for a deal, they can hook you up. Now, you can call Trice and get the hometown deal working hard for you, 270-896-0753. If they don't have what you're looking for, store. Now they can find it. You can check out their inventory without ever leaving the house. That's TriceHughesGM.com or visit the dealership on Highway 91 North in Princeton. Trice wants your business, so give Trice a try. Come on back home, Ty. We've got some company here. Actually, I think is going to be a whole lot of fun. I happen to really like him as well. And, of course, Brother Mark Faughn. I think everybody knows you. You are no stranger, mister.
Well, that's good. That's good. How are you doing this morning, Tess?
I'm doing even better because you brought me food.
That's right. Miss Kay wanted to fix you up this morning.
I mean, she knows the secret to my heart right there. I'll tell you, I don't know how you live with her.
Well, it's hard. It's hard. You can see I do good.
Well, I'd be 300, 500 pounds by the time I got done.
Yeah, well, I'm working on it, and she has to pull me back from the table.
There's a couple of things that I actually didn't like until I went over there and saw your wife over at Kay's. Fried pickles is one of them.
Yeah.
Are you a fried pickle fan?
I am not a fried pickle fan.
I wasn't until I ate her fried pickle because my son wanted some to try some. And I said, you don't want none of those. And I got, yes, you do. And now I'm a huge fan of a fried pickle.
Yeah, they're a pretty big hit with most people.
Shoo. I don't know. I'd weigh way too much. I'll tell you, though, he's got a way for you to get outside.
That's exactly right. Yes.
I do. The walk through Bethlehem that we had down here was, I'll tell you, I kind of missed it last year.
Yeah.
I did. And now, is that something that, what's your church come up with doing instead of?
Well, that's what we're going to do, walk through Bethlehem. And like you said, you missed it last year.
Yeah.
And a lot of folks missed it. And we always do a Christmas program out at Cedar Bluff. But we decided this year that we needed to bring back the walk through Bethlehem. And so we're going to have that Friday night at 6 o'clock, Saturday night at 6 o'clock, and then Sunday afternoon at 2 o'clock. And this is going to be a fun time.
Well, it was nice because, you could take the kids up there and just kind of walk through. And it was just a really nice way to kind of kick off the Christmas season. And I think that I really did. I missed it.
Well, good. So
one of those things I didn't really grow up with, but once you get used to going, then you miss not going.
That's exactly right. And, of course, the main purpose is to guide folks to our Lord Jesus Christ. And so that's what it's all about. We want to remind Christians, children of God, what Christmas is all about. We live in this hurry-up world that we live in, and many of us have forgotten what the true meaning of Christmas is all about. And so we want to remind folks about that know Jesus, and then folks that do not know Jesus, we want to give them a great invitation to come, and maybe they can meet the Lord Jesus Christ and begin a relationship with Him that lasts forever and forever and forever. And there's nothing any better than that.
One of the things I like about Christmas, I think, so much is because it seems like that's when everybody has a giving heart, and so, the charities and that sort of thing, where you see little kids and receiving things. That's when charity is on everybody's mind, is at Christmas.
Right.
And man, what if we could do that all year long?
That's right.
If we could get that to stick, we'd be good.
That's right. That's exactly right.
So where is your church at?
It is 3.5 miles south of the courthouse on Highway 91 going toward Hopkinsville. Our address is 11015 Hopkinsville Road.
Okay.
On the left, it's easy to find right on the main road. And we're going to have our little town of Bethlehem right on the road, right next to the road, so it'll be really easy to find. And we're going to have several animals. I know we got a horse, a pony, a donkey.
I knew there was going to be a donkey somewhere.
Yeah, some goats and chickens. And I found a camel.
Did you really?
Well, I haven't got it yet. I've got a call this morning to find out what it's going to cost to rent this thing, so I don't know. Hopefully we'll be able to afford to bring a camel.
Oh, well, now he's got to do it.
Well, I hope so. And,
I think that'd be so much fun.
Yeah.
It's what you put into it a lot of times. I think if you put the effort into it, I think people will respond to it.
Yeah, they will. We got a calf that was raised off the bottle, and he's real gentle, so We're going to let folks get their picture with it, the kids petting it and things.
Calf slobbers.
Yeah, calf slobbers. And the donkey's supposed to be real gentle, so hopefully he will be, and I think he will be. And so
Eddie Boone didn't have nothing to do with
Eddie
that,
Boone's donkey.
How did
That's
I
right.
know? I didn't even know when I knew.
That's right. We're getting the donkey.
I got your
from
number,
Eddie.
Mr. Boone.
Mm-hmm.
So, I mean, what else is your church doing other than as if that wasn't enough? I'm sure that you have services and that sort of thing going on.
That's
too.
right. We have Sunday school at 9:45 each Sunday morning, and we really believe in Sunday school, and so we want to invite folks that don't have a church home to Sunday school at 9:45, and then our worship service is at 10:45, and we meet again Sunday evening 5:30 for discipleship training, and 6:30 for the worship, and then we meet again at 6:30 on Wednesday evenings. And during the walk through Bethlehem, we have a Bible drive, an annual Bible drive at Cedar Bluff. We started that 2 years ago, and we just did it within our own church. We found out there's around the world. When we first found out, it was like 100 million people on the continent of Africa that want a Bible but does not have one.
That's hard to believe.
It is
isn't
hard
it?
to believe.
Because it's on everybody's house. It's over, got dust on it, or, sitting back in the box. Or most people have got a handful of them. It's not just one. They'll
That's
have the
right.
New Testaments, and, then they'll have the family Bible. Then they'll have the one they carry to church. And, and there's multiples in everybody's house. And we just don't even think about
That's right.
houses and houses and houses that don't have one.
That's right. But the first year we did it, we just did it within our church, and we collected used Bibles, and we could buy Bibles. We can buy economy Bibles, a case of 40 for $38, 95 cents a Bible. We send them to Butler, Illinois, and then he distributes them throughout the world. And the first year we just sent them straight to Africa, and we collected a little over 4,000. And then last year we opened it up to other churches, to the public. And we had a goal of 20,000 Bibles, and we collected 32,000. And this year we have a goal of 35,000, and right now we're about 26,500. And so we just want to ask folks, it's not a requirement or anything, but we just want to ask folks if they come to walk through Bethlehem, if they have any Bibles that they're not using, we'd love to have them. Or if they wanted to donate some money, we'd love to have it, and we'd really love to get to our 35,000 Bible goal. I got a couple of testimonies I'd like to share with you, if that's okay. Love Packages in Butler, Illinois is where we send our stuff, and they send not just Bibles but material all over the world. And a couple, he sends a newsletter to me once every 2 months, and this is from Guana, and it says, "Praise be to God. He is doing wonders through the village ministries and the prayerful use of the materials you've given to us. God is wonderful. Many souls have been saved in these villages. I am an eyewitness. I saw 6 Muslim families come to Christ when they were given Bibles to read." And so just getting the Word of God out makes a big, big difference in people's lives. They hear the truth, and they can surrender to the Lord Jesus Christ. And then I have
Well, see, that's hard for a lot of people to believe, too, is that there's people that haven't.
That's true. That's true. We live in the Bible Belt of the world, and we grew up. There's a church on every corner. Bibles, as you said, multiple Bibles, copies of Bibles in our homes, and it's just hard for us to believe. And it's really touched the hearts of our folks out Cedar Bluff. And here's another testimony. It says, "This is an amazing story. This church is called Christ Assembly. They are located in Zimbabwe. The only Bible in the church belonged to the pastor. The pastor and congregation fasted and prayed several times each week for 4 years. And this week the prayers were answered. It was a great day indeed. The report I got was that they had service from 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. just reading the Word of God. They were so happy. They could not believe they were each actually holding their own personal Bibles. The pastor was in awe."
Wow.
That is amazing, isn't it?
Well, when you think about it, things that you do here can actually impact people that far away.
That's right. That's right. And, for most of it, we won't know what kind of impact it had until we get to heaven, and the good Lord, he may share with us, present somebody to us, or somebody may just come up to us and say, that Bible that you gave, or that little bit of money you gave for a Bible, I got saved because of that. And I mean, what greater reward is there than that right there?
It's just hard to believe sometimes that there is areas that just don't have the same, access to education or Bibles or Sunday school.
That's
Something
right.
as simple as, boy, you got your pick of where you want to go, in
That's
this
exactly
area.
right.
You can go a different one every day of the month if you want to, and never go to the same one twice.
That's right.
But there, you don't get an option to go to even one a lot of times.
That's right. And
So
Bibles
that's
are
hard
very
to-
scarce.
Hard to think about.
It is. And so
It's
we just want
humbling.
to, it is humbling. And so we just want to share the Word of God with folks, and nothing any greater than that.
Well, remind them of your service times and your days again.
Okay, service times Sunday morning, 9:45 Sunday school, 10:45 the worship hour, 5:30 discipleship training, 6:30 worship hour, and then again on Wednesday evenings at 6:30. And we want to invite folks to come to the Walk Through Bethlehem. We wasn't going to do it, but we decided here at the last minute that after you walk through Bethlehem, we want to encourage you to go to our fellowship hall, and we got a little food for you, and maybe a bowl of chili or something like that, pimento cheese sandwich, and
Now, if you've never been to a Baptist church for a bowl of chili and a pimento cheese, you're missing out.
That's right.
I'm going to tell you that right now. That's almost as good as the fried chicken usually is.
That's right. That's
Almost.
exactly right.
Nothing gets better than that chicken, but it's close. Well, and of course, Walk Through Bethlehem, remind us of the days and the times.
It'll be Friday and Saturday evening at 6 p.m., 6 to 8. If people are still around after 8, we're going to hang around. And then Sunday afternoon at 2 o'clock. The Christmas parade, Saturday afternoon at 5 o'clock. That's why we wanted to do it this weekend. The Christmas parade is at 5, and so that gives folks time to come out after the parade. And so we're going to be passing out flyers through it, and hope a lot of folks come out and visit with us.
So before they come out, but how long does it usually take when they come out? What are they expecting?
You can walk through it in 10 minutes if you're in a hurry, but if you talk to folks and play with the animals, 30 minutes, so you can even stay. You can stay the whole 2 hours if you want to. We'll put you to work doing something if you want to.
Well, do you need volunteers? Is that something that you're kind of needing?
Well, I think we've got it pretty much covered, but we don't want to turn anybody away that wants to help. That's for sure.
Okay. Well, now, how do they get a hold of you? If they say, Brother Mark, I would like to help, or, man, I've got a couple of questions.
Well, that's great. My phone number is 270-339-8542. And I drive a school bus. If I do not answer the phone,
he's a saint, I'm telling you.
leave me a message. Hey, I love the school bus. I get to share Jesus with those kids, and
that's because you don't drive my kids around. You go out there and see if you can say the same thing next week. God bless Miss Asher. She's got the patience of a saint too.
Yes,
I tell her that all the time. That and Miss Joey Cartwright's, because she drives Eli's bus.
Okay.
So hey, we've got some fantastic bus drivers in our area.
That's exactly
we
right.
really
We
do.
We're blessed.
We cannot thank them enough, because they do put up with rugrats like mine and everybody else's in the area. But we sure do appreciate you for coming out today and for doing Walk Through Bethlehem. I missed that last year.
Well, thank you very much. Thanks for having us, and just hope a lot of folks come out, and hopefully we can do it again next year and year after that, and just keep doing it.
Well, you tell Miss Kay that we appreciate letting us borrow you for a few minutes.
Well,
and thank you for
I will tell her that.
for the food I'm about to dive into.
And I'd like to say that was my idea to give you the food, but no, I got to give all the credit to her.
I'm not surprised. One bit. That woman knows how to make people smile, if nothing else. I will tell you that.
That's right. She does.
All right, Brother Mark Faughn from Cedar Bluff. Ty, did you finally get back from your cruise?
No, I didn't want to, man. I've always wanted a Jeep Wrangler, and man, I got to ride in one today, and a beautiful one, the 2020 white. Gosh, that thing was nice.
So it's like the upgrade from
They just don't ride the way the older Jeeps do. They're smoother on the road.
Oh yeah.
And then you've got the nice screen in front with all the bells and whistles on it.
It's like the cockpit. It like wraps around you.
And then you can still take the top off of it, and in warmer weather and still have a good time. So
wow,
that's just
not your granddaddy's Jeep.
No, what a great ride! So,
but it'll still go through the mud and the muck and the water and all of that stuff like granddaddy's Jeep would.
Yeah, head over to Trice and tell them you want to drive it, because it's a nice ride. 2020 white Jeep Wrangler Sport.
How about that?
The home team has it ready for you. I've got it parked. I parked it right over there, so you can just take it and say, "Hey, I want to test drive that one."
No, they won't let me.
And there's other cars.
They won't
over
let
there
me test drive Jeeps over there when it's raining. Well, they said no.
You could have gone today.
I don't understand why, but they won't. They don't trust me for some reason.
Looking forward to the walk through Bethlehem. What a great thing that is for our community, and boy, it's great for this time.
I told him, I said we missed it last year because it's one of those things that it just kind of kicked off the holiday season, and I understand it. They, all the churches kind of needed a break, because I know that it does take a lot of effort and a lot of hands and people and time, and I mean, even the animals, bringing the animals down and taking care of them, making sure they have what they need. That takes a lot.
It does take a lot, but it's worth every minute of it.
No doubt about it.
It's going to be good.
I'll tell you a story. This is no joke. My pastor and I, Brother Lynn Williams, and a couple of other people, I won't tattle on them because, but we lost a pig down at Walk Through Bethlehem a couple of years ago. Now, that might be why that was one of the last years. See, this is not a joke. I mean, it was after we had closed up for the night, and we were trying to put all the animals away. Well, for some reason, this pig just wanted to go in an opposite direction of what we thought he ought to, closer to the trailer. And that pig, we chased it for a solid hour in pitch black around the Butler building out here at about 10 o'clock at night.
Well, at least it wasn't greased.
That'll make you say hallelujah. I mean,
I had not heard that story, and I love it.
Oh, we did. We lost a pig down there for a good hour. It ran out under everything you could find. Mm-hmm. And it was one of those pot-belly pigs.
Well, the more the merrier.
Who could run, Mark?
In a pig chase. In a pig chase.
Well, I'll tell you what, if I can put myself back together after laughing. Hey, we've had a great time. And, of course, if you need to know where the Moonlight Madness sales are so that you can plan your schedule for that, make sure that you hit our website. If you're looking for one of those 12 deals at Christmas, make sure that you go to our website and hit the Big Deals page. We're going to update you on look on the news and that sort of thing for the lineup and for the winners from the Special Olympics tournament over the weekend. Of course, we had a let me grab it real quick. We had a wonderful time and a lot of winners over the weekend, and of course we'll be going over those tomorrow and that sort of thing. But they really did a great job. Lots and lots of gold medals to be had, and I will say, on the doubles, there was not even anybody under silver. Everybody won silver or better. I mean, we've got some great bowlers on those Special Olympics teams.
No doubt about it.
So make sure you tune in for that. And we've got all of your full forecast, which is going to get interesting with the snow and the sleet and that sort of thing. So we got that coming up here in just a few minutes. And, of course, your news. And we're going to check in with Fox News as well. Of course, it's 1580, 103.3 WPKY. And if you need any of that information, Ty, it is at WPKYonline.com.